Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. What up? What's going on? Good to see everybody in there in the comment section already. It's already so populated. Thanks for that, people. Appreciate it. So let's see here. Tammy A. First one. That super chat cherry is pop. Thanks for being gentle. Appreciate that. Breaking that financial hymen. But you guys never heard that shit before, huh? Let's see here. Justin Desroches, thank you. Sloppy super chat seconds from Massachusetts. Send him to Obama's house. That might be next, man. We're going to talk about that shit. The Obamas might be on the delivery list, and wouldn't that be something? Oh, Mike, can you come out here? Oh, there's a bunch of brown people on our front lawn. That'd be hilarious. That'd be more than hilarious. That'd be hilarious. That would be righteous. That'd be a lot of things. A lot of things that I would love to see. Could you imagine? How are you going to spin that one, Barry? You kicked down the damn door. Now they're here. What would you say? Yeah, that shit's beautiful. Brian King B. Falcon, what up? He says, hey, this isn't the mall. Biggie, give me one more chance. Biggie, give me one more chance. Oh, man, it's going to be a good one today, guys. So good. Again, hello to everybody in the comment section. I see you. Hello. So the thumbnail, I figured that was very fitting. It's Oprah, remember? You get a car, but this time it's you get an illegal. It's Christmas in September, and DeSantis and Abbott are handing out illegals. Sending them to all the beautiful places, the places where the richest of the rich like to play. Martha's Vineyard? Damn. Kamala's house? Damn. So DeSantis, he's sending them to Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts, where you park the car in the harbor yard. Up there, Martha's Vineyard, that's the wealthy's playground. That's where they have their parties and their yeah. Okay, we'll see about that. And then you got Abbott sending a busload of them to Kamala's house. Man, drop the mic. DeSantis, you're the man too, but can you beat that? Can you beat dropping them off in front of Kamala's house? Then she was at some speaking engagement, and some reporter tried to ask her about it, and she stared at him as she walked by, and then once she heard what he was saying, she got out of there. She had nothing to say about a busload of illegals coming to her house. I tell you this much. If I look out my front door and somebody's dropping off a bus full of illegals, I'm going to have something to say about it. Now, Kamala kept her mouth shut. But I bet when she got backstage, she was mad as shit. That's going to be her. That's going to be Kamala. She's going to be mad as shit. Was that accurate? I'm brushing up on my Kamala, so I might not have gotten all the words perfectly, but I think I did pretty good. I'm still working on it. Because in order to get better at something, especially when you're speaking another language, you got to hear it over and over, and I don't want to hear her over and over. I can't. Just like Major Payne told that little boy when he kept asking to use the bathroom, and he told him no, he said, hold it, and little boy goes, I can't. So I can't hear her enough to get her language down, but I'm getting better. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I'm getting better. Spunberry 65. Thank you for the Hamilton. He says, send a bus to Corinne Jean-Pierre's house and read her tweets. You know what? I got a little something here in here about Wyclef, Corinne Wyclef. I'm not sure what she said, but again, just like yesterday, and thank you guys for helping me to decipher what Biden was saying yesterday in his speeches. Because he said, go think about what you think about. You know, stuff like that. I don't know what the fuck he's trying to say, but you guys really helped me do that. So I feel like you guys can really help me master my Kamala knees. She didn't have anything to say to the reporter, but you know, she was hot when she got backstage. Miss Pepsi Girl, thank you. Coming in like meat from Porky's for dirty thirds. Hey, you get what you can, Miss Pepsi Girl, all right? And these days and times, you get in where you fit in, okay? I welcome you. And poor Doug Emhoff, her husband, the second gentleman. Hey, I tell you one thing. If my wife becomes vice president, the first thing I'm going to do is go down to the record keeper or whoever makes the titles around here and be like, we're changing that. I'm not the second gentleman. Poor Doug, though. Tonight, he's going to pay. When she's pegging him, he's going to be like, that's what Doug sounds like. She's going to be mad as shit tonight when she's tearing him up. Chip the Trip, I'm trying to get her laughed down. I really am. And also, the governor of Illinois, what's his name? Pritzker. He looks horrible. He is going to activate 75 National Guardsmen to help with the influx of illegals, you know, so he can declare a state of emergency and get those emergency funds flowing. He can start skimming off the top to help these people because it's very important that these illegals get help. They must exhaust all resources to help these illegals as soon as possible and in the best way possible so they get the best care. Hold on, guys. Damn it. What's up, man? Why are you bugging me in the middle of a live? What do you mean, what about the people of Illinois? No, they're all taken care of. They have no worries, no needs, because why else would their governor be giving all these resources? No. The state of Illinois is not perfect. All of their needs are not met. There's still families in Illinois hurting and needing assistance, but they're going to help the elite. No way. All right, man. If it's coming from you, it's true. I'll say it. Damn, I'm sorry, guys. I got to talk. Next time I see that producer, I got to sit him down and say, don't bother me in the middle of my live streams. But apparently what he's telling me is the citizens of Illinois are not completely taken care of. Their lives are not perfect, and they don't all spend their time skipping down the street, plucking flowers from the ground and taking in the aroma because they have no other worries. Apparently, there's still a bunch of problems in Illinois, but the governor is stepping over. Watch out, Illinoisans, move. He's stepping over them to help these illegals because he's activating the National Guard to help them. Shut up, Illinois taxpayer. I'm not talking to you. Put your head down and get your ass back to work. Shit. Sorry about that, guys. But they are going to activate 75 National Guards, men and women, to help these illegals immediately. You guys, help me out. You guys are so good at helping, and I thank you. Could you name, let's say one, I don't want to take a lot of your time. Can you name one troubled spot in the state of Illinois that could probably use the National Guard? I'll wait for your answers. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, you got to speed up that money, that emergency money. Let's get those funds flowing. And damn it, Biden. Damn it. I thought you had enough flubs at your inflation party. I thought you had enough verbal slip-ups there, but you're not done because he did not understand the assignment, guys. He further shows his continued mental decline please give his brain a break. Give that dead mouse inside of his head a break. I've said this before, people. If you were to, pop the top, like, what was it, Hannibal, where Ray Liotta, R.I.P. Ray Liotta, can you believe he died? But he, like, took the surgical saw and, right? And then took the top of his skull cap off and started eating part of his brain. But if you did that to Biden, if you, went around, popped his top, there's a dead rodent laying in the middle of his skull. I promise you. So, talk about that. And like I mentioned before, Wyclef Jean, tell me what she said. Because all I heard was a lot of, that's what I heard. Remember, hey, fellas, remember you're a little boy and you're, you see how deep you could get your voice? Maybe that's what she was doing. Because that's all I heard was a lot of, yes, Lala HK, unfortunately, Ray Liotta passed, I think a couple months ago or something. Yeah, you don't say, that poor rodent. That's what I feel worse for. Is that poor dead thing in the bottom of his, laying at the bottom of his scalp. Eclipse, I'm doing good. How are you? So yeah, we'll talk about those things. Good Gun is a good one. I love to hear these. But before we get into that, this live stream is brought to you by Noble Gold. Noble Gold CEO Colin Plume thinks quantitative tightening is setting up the stage for a gold rally. In his interview with the National Desk, Plume said the tightening is pushing the dollar up. However, he predicts that by next year, the Fed will print money again to restart economic activities. If you're thinking of gold and silver right now, Noble Gold is giving away a free gold American Eagle coin with every eligible IRA or 401k in September. You can't go wrong with Noble Gold. Call the team now, 877-646-5347, and find out more by visiting noblegoldinvestments.com. That is noblegoldinvestments.com. People, I mean, when it rains, it pours. This is a tsunami of sorts. So, another thing I forgot to mention. I should have time to get to it. If I don't, I'll do a video about it and upload it to my page. But I heard the worst song ever made. The most foul, disgusting, destructive, putrid, vile, rancid song I've ever heard. The message is horrible. Think of all the horrible music you heard. Think of all the death metal and the rap, all the horrible shit, the worst lyrics, the most foul language. This tops them all. Too Short is blushing right now, okay? Retardy B is blushing right now. I know you thought she had no shame, but she has some. Because they all pale in comparison to this disgusting crap that was put to a beat. Socrates it's not Beyonce. It's Nitro Fan, it's not WAP. And that's another thing. They cry all this shit about racism and inclusivity, and you can't say, Brian King B. Falcon says, is it worse than Twerking for Jesus? It's right there. If Twerking for Jesus was out on stage performing, this rap song is waiting backstage by the curtain to come out. So it's satanic. It's just horrible. I don't understand why somebody would say that, what they would find in that. And then you see who it's basically sponsored by. There's a big sign in the video. But so WAP, they talk all this shit about you can't say this about people and everybody's offended and watch your mouth and don't talk about our golden calf, the alphabet soup group / Ku Klux Trans. But then you make a song, a very popular song called WAP. okay, from Retardie B and Megan Thee Stallion. This song has come across the lips of James Brown. I mean, damn it. I always think, like, if you put a cloak over her and she went down, was like, ah, and got back up, you would think it's James Brown. But she was on that show in the 80s, 227. Aunt Pearl. Oh, that ain't her. But they look alike. Cicely Tyson. No, it ain't her. Juice. No, it ain't Juice. Waters. That's what it is. Waters. Maxine Waters. She spoke of this song, WAP. She called it audacity and empowerment for women. So forget, maybe going to a higher education, creating a business, getting married, having a family, creating life, that petty shit. That's not empowerment. Bending over and showing your birth canal to the world. That's empowerment, ladies. So she talks about the song WAP. And then the other day, they released that clip of Hillary Clinton and her unfortunate looking daughter interviewing Megan Thee Stallion, who made the song WAP. And she says WAP. But do you know what WAP means? I mean, for the song WAP, but WOP, the original WAP, was what they would stamp on the folders of Italian immigrants, and it stood for without papers. So that's a derogatory term for Italian people, but I guess Italian people are considered white people, so fuck them, right? Basically, I don't hear anybody talking about that. There was some song out there, somebody named it Chink. You think some coalition out there would have something to say about that? Nah. Leslie Stevens, that's a very pleb thing to say about her. She's a very nice lady. Leslie Stevens says your impersonation of her is more intellectually sound and stimulating than actually speaking. I shouldn't be laughing at that, Leslie. That was very pleb of me to react that way. That's not funny. I'm sorry, guys. I need to set a better example for this comment section because you guys get played real quick. And one comment, and you guys are play as shit. Guitar Dude 777, I hope you're being serious when he says, stop Asian hate. I'm just saying. You got a song out here called WAP, which is a derogatory term for Italian people, Italians, but they don't say anything. Call me crazy, okay? Call me whatever you want. I don't get it. But we are going to talk about good gun. That's right, people, where we talk about stories that have people in them that did the right thing or something good with their gun, because the gun is a tool, right? It's not the gun. It's the person wielding it. Okay, if the cops show up, hey, good gun. Somebody shows up in a mask with the eyes and mouth cut out. Boo, bad gun. Hold on. Goldschlager says WAP is the slur. WAP is the song, bro, you're reaching. No, they don't call the song WAP. It's called WAP. That's what they call it, WAP. So that sounds just like WAP, doesn't it? So I think my point stands. But thank you for piping up anyway. Who is that? Goldschlager. I remember having that back in high school and shit. So no reaching here, but thank you. Anyway, this one says Chicago would be robber dies after woman stands her ground and shoots him. Well, that's what happens when people stand their ground because they're armed. Being armed is good. What do you think would happen to this poor lady? Had she not been armed? What do you think those robbers would have done? You think they would have said, sorry guys, she's not armed. Let's go find an armed one. Let's get out of here. I don't think so. I don't think that's how robbers work. I think they go for the weakest target and rob them. But if that target has a gun, well, I get to go home with all my belongings and you get to stay here on the sidewalk. Somebody will come and cover you with the sheet momentarily. A Chicago teenager dies after he and a group attempted to rob an armed 32-year-old woman on the city's south side. South side Chicago? You mean bad stuff happens on the south side? The incident occurred in the Woodlawn area. That's anytime, if you're ever looking at shootings in Chicago, it's going to be on the south side, and you're going to see the words Woodlawn. Woodlawn area, around 8 p.m., according to a report. At least 4 males attempted to break into the woman's parked car when she confronted the would-be robbers. One of the males whipped out a weapon, that's a funny way to word that, and pointed it at the woman, the report noted. Rather than surrendering or running away, the woman pulled out a weapon of her own and fired at the would-be criminals. Dion Young, 13, was hit in the neck, authorities said. The teenager was rushed to Comer Children's Hospital, where he died of his wounds on Tuesday, according to the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office. The identities of the other suspects have not been confirmed, and an investigation into the incident is ongoing, the report noted. So not only, just think for a second what you were doing when you were 13. But not only were they attempting to steal this woman's stuff and in the process traumatize her, by sticking a gun in her face, that woman had to pull her weapon to save her life because I'm sure she was scared that you were going to kill her because it is the south side of Chicago. So what reason would she have to think that you weren't about to kill her? You forced that woman to pull out her weapon and kill a 13-year-old kid. You think that's not weighing heavily on this woman's conscience that she shot a child? I mean, a child in age, not in action. But she just killed a 13-year-old. You think she's just going to go home and put on some Netflix and have her favorite meal and not think about it? Or do you think she might be distraught? You think she might really be traumatized? They like to throw around that word trauma. Like, I have childhood trauma. This is real trauma. This is some real waking up in a cold sweat nightmare shit for years. This is sitting in somebody's office talking about this for years to try to get through it so she can walk down that street again or carry her gun again. All because some piece of garbage has a broken home that this kid was made in and released onto the streets at 13 years old, sticking a gun in somebody's face. Sad. But if it weren't him, then it would have been her. You think that lady don't want to go home? She don't have family and friends and a career and shit like that? A life she wants to live? And that little bastard forced her to pull out her gun and kill him. Terrible. Good job, Chicago. And Chicago, remember when I asked you earlier, can you name one problem city in Illinois? And this is probably it. And we will talk about the state, the literal state that the city of Chicago is in. It's all connected, man. Barbara Blendy, thank you for the Twompsky, young lady. I appreciate that. Good looking out. I know I saw one more in here. I knew it. I want winners. I saw one more in here. Take care of this, and we're going to get all up in these stories. Like a bike with no seat. Harry Chillhanger, thank you. I consider myself an alien. Take me to your leader. Well, if Greg Abbott has anything to say about it, we'll at least take you to the second leader. To the second in command, to our house if you want. That shit is beautiful. That's what needs to happen. I mean, my goodness. So DeSantis, he sends 2 plane loads full of illegals to Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts. I hope that more red state governors do this, because these governors of these blue states and Kamala Harris and, you know, the senators and congresswomen, men and women that come from these places, they vote for this shit. They vote for the borders to stay open. They vote and support these sanctuary cities. And if you're as far gone as California, sanctuary state. This is what they wanted. They helped make this bed. They put the fitted sheet on, then the other sheet on top, the comforter. They put all the, you know, too many pillows. If you have a wife, you have too many pillows on your bed. The bed skirt, everything, hospital corners. They made this bed beautifully, like in boot camp. Take a quarter out of your pocket, bounce it off that bed. It's beautiful. But the only problem is now you have to lay in it. Now you have to lay down on this beautiful bed that you made, but now they don't want to. Now you don't like illegals? I don't understand. You're forcing them on us. You're flooding our cities with them. But now you want all this federal help to do something with them, to put them somewhere? I got an idea of where you can put them, back where you got them. Because remember, we had, damn it, guys, help me out. His name escapes me. Hitler Part 2. No, I'm sure that wasn't on his birth certificate. Fascist. No. Leader of the MAGA Republicans. Yeah, I'm getting close. Orange something. Donnie. Daryl. Donald. Trump. Donald, yeah, the 45. The 45, Donald Trump. That's right. See, this bad orange mofo, he did this thing. He worked out this deal with Mexico where you hold on to him until we're ready for him. It was called the Remain in Mexico policy. So we had Mexico holding on to him because Mexico, they're right next to us. They're the last chance for somebody to stop them before they get here. J.J. Finnegan, he was the 45th president. He says, what the fuck is Donald Trump? You remember he had the hair, the wife, good economy, that kind of shit. I don't really remember. But Mexico, they're the last chance for us to store these people somewhere before they get here. Okay, because, let me see here. Let's see. Okay, so there he is. Fucking sloppy bag of mayonnaise. The governor, Pritzker, scumbag. So he's talking about these illegals, right? He's mad that Governor Abbott has been sending them to Chicago. And he sent them this last time on Wednesday, this past Wednesday, he sent them 500 more. 500? You crying about that? You know how many immigrants he's seeing come across his border? Hundreds of thousands. But you're crying about 500. Okay. And then he said some of these people, it's a heartless display of politics over people. We will not stoop to his level and will care for the immigrants, he said. And he said that some of these immigrants have walked all the way from Venezuela. No. You guys walked all the way here from Venezuela. That is such a long way. But then it got me to thinking, Venezuela? Wait a minute. That's a long way. Venezuela, that's in South America. We're up here in North America. That's a long way. Those people walked a long way. Then I looked at a little map. And it looks like Venezuela is the most northern country in South America. But then I also thought, the asylum seeking policy says that you must seek asylum in the first country that you come to, the first one. So, like, let's say California was its own country. I bet you guys would love that, wouldn't you? But let's say California was its own country, and we want to seek asylum. It's getting to that point too, where we want to seek asylum somewhere. So, in order to do that, as soon as I cross the border into Arizona, that's where I have to seek my asylum. I can't go all the way to Florida and seek my asylum. I can't go to Texas. I can't go anywhere in the Midwest, nowhere on the East Coast, because I'm supposed to seek asylum in the first place that I come to. So that would be Arizona. I'd have to set up shop there. So if you're in Venezuela and things are so bad to where you're willing to abandon your home country and not fix it like a coward, in that case, if you want to get technical and you don't want to be play about it, a Venezuelan would have to seek asylum in Colombia, because Colombia is right next to it. If they head north, they'll hit Colombia. They have to. If they head north and they're too far east, they're going to end up in the ocean. So the first country they would come to is Colombia. But that wasn't good enough. Aren't you offended, Colombia? Colombians? They didn't want to come hang out with you. They didn't want to live with you. So instead of stopping in Colombia, they went through Panama, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Honduras, El Salvador, Belize, Guatemala, Mexico, and then los Estados Unidos. So you went through all of those countries to get here. So what asylum are you seeking when you went through a half a dozen countries to get here? You're breaking the rules, player. So by the time you get to our border, you're 100% illegal because you did not follow the asylum rules that all of these left-wing turds want to follow now. Well, they're asylum seekers. Excuse me, Governor Pritzker. I live in Illinois. I was born here. I was wondering if I can get some, shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to listen to you. Yeah, but I'm homeless and my kids in school. Get out of here. Stop coming to me with your stupid problems, you stupid American. So we have to help him, help these people. And he said, we're not going to be like other states. We're going to help these people. We're going to give them services. We're going to give them goods and services on your back, taxpayer. We are willing to enact emergency powers and activate the National Guard to come help you, a foreigner who shouldn't be here. How does that make you feel as an American citizen to know they're going to roll out the red carpet for illegals while you suffer here in America? Are they activating emergency funds for you? Are they activating the National Guard to clean up your neighborhood that they fucked up? 22 veterans killing yourself every day. Have they come to give you some extra help? Maybe if you fought in a foreign military and crossed the border illegally, they would help you. But they're not doing that. They're helping them. When the problem comes to them, then it's time to exhaust all resources to help. Not help us by keeping their ass where they come from. Or, here is a novel idea. I don't mean to get crazy. If I'm too crazy with this, let me know. If I'm too far off base. But when your decrepit ass got into office, why don't you just leave the shit in place? You know, the Remain in Mexico policy that was already working? Leave it alone. Don't mess with it. You know how easy it is to do nothing? Do you know how easy it is to do nothing? Maybe you need to study from a distance. Don't you get too close, but I think they're too old for him anyway. You need to study the American teenager on a Saturday morning. That's how you do nothing. Just don't do nothing. Just sit there. Don't move. Stay away from it. You should have left that alone. That was already clicking, running on all cylinders. And you came in, I'll get rid of that there. And how else can I fuck you over, Americans? You're an idiot. But look what they're doing. Oh my, I need help. What about these people? While the people in their own states and cities suffer. The mayor of New York, the useless mayor of New York, he's like an appendix. You can do without him. He sent a task force to the border towns to see what's the haps. Has he sent a task force to your neighborhood to find out, man, what's all these killings? What was all these assaults and rapes and robberies? What's up with that? Did he send a task force to check on you? No. But let some illegals come up here and like, whoa. Where you going? Hey, amigo, where the fuck you going? Martha who? Martha Stewart? What's her name? Martha Madeline, the famous deaf actress. Martha Matlin, you talking about her? Martha's Vineyard? You can't be. Hey, are you wearing a uniform? Are you inside of a pickup truck with a bunch of gardening tools on the back? Are you wearing a maid's uniform? Are you a nanny? If not, what is your brown ass doing here? Ew. So they dropped them off up there. Now it's a problem. Now we need to do something about it. Not when it's hurting you. Not when your families are being pushed out, robbed, killed by these fools. No. You mean nothing. You just continue cranking out the tax revenue. You just keep making that money. You just keep my slush fund full. I don't give a shit about you, but you guys start spilling over to where I live? No. We can't have that shit. So Governor Abbott was like, oh, so you're going to send them to Martha's Vineyard? Okay. I'm going to send them to the Cackler and Chief's house. Yes. Here's my impersonation of Kamala Harris and Doug Emhoff looking out the front window of their house and seeing this Discovery bus full of brown faces disembarking in front of their home. Okay? Worthless and I love old dick. Worthless and I love old dick. Okay, here we go. Cup of coffee here. I need a prop. That's what they call it in the pros. They call this a prop. A cup of coffee. And scene. Whew, thank you guys. It really took a lot for me to get in character to be a worthless whore who likes old dick. I'm not used to that. So, ooh, man, actor's process. So now they're getting dropped off. And remember, we say this, a few years back, 3, 4, 5 years back. Man, I wish somebody would drop them off at their house. I bet you if we took them to their house, they wouldn't like this shit. And look where we are now. They are being dropped off at their homes and in their towns, and they don't like it. Imagine that. You don't like uninvited guests? You guys ever been at home and somebody knocks on the door that you don't expect? How mad do you get? Who the fuck is that? And you probably say that to yourself if you're alone, definitely to your significant other if they're sitting next to you. Who the fuck is that? Did you invite somebody? Exactly, Kathy R. Always said that. If there's somebody unexpected at the door, that's your first question. What the fuck? You don't like uninvited guests. Well, imagine if next you hear your doorknob rattling and they open it up and they got boxes and shit and a U-Haul truck out front. Wait, well, who the fuck are you? Why are you in my house? How did you get a key? What are you doing? You wouldn't like that, would you? No, who does? We live with it every day. We live with these uninvited guests every day. Now they're getting a taste. Now you want to activate. You want to wake up the National Guard. Hey, come help me out. Come help me to give these illegals services. Illegals. They're taking it from the mouth of Americans and giving it to illegals, and that's okay. Wow. Oh, wow. Brian Shoemaker, thank you. How do you destroy America? The inside out, FJB. That's right. You're not going to take down something this great and powerful from the outside. We're too strong. We're too prepared. You can't do that. You get your ass whooped. Let any country put their military against ours. It's a wrap, okay? They don't want to do that. They'll get too hurt. They'll be destroyed. But from the inside, a sickness, a cancer that we release into the body, America, that'll get them. Brian Shoemaker, again, thank you. So this is all part of the New World Order. Yep, didn't our grandpa in chief say that not too long ago? The Democrat World Order? Who said that? One of those goat blood party attendees. Harry Chilhanger, again, thank you. My grandfather fought against actual Nazis to become an American citizen. Wow. You mean there are people still here, hopefully still alive, if not RIP, that remember what real Nazis are? Why don't you talk to somebody with a number tattooed on their forearm, and then you tell me about this Nazi shit. Scott Calais, thank you. Hey, let's all just stop and think about what we're thinking about. Scott. I'm looking still looking at what says Harry. Scott, I was attempting to be serious. I was trying to be stern. Did you not see my eyebrows? And then you say, just think about what you're thinking about. And that's a direct quote. Biden said that shit. Think about what you think about. Think about it. What the fuck? I bet his brain is just like you ever go to get the Christmas lights? It's time to put the Christmas decorations up, and you get the Christmas lights for the tree, and you're like, how did these lights get all balled up? And they're so entangled. Sometimes you don't even want to mess with it. You just go out and buy new lights. But this tangled ball, this mess. And after you get it, oh, here we go. I've untangled a foot. No, another knot. Another obstruction. His brain just must be a tangled ball of Christmas lights. Like fishing wire. That shit unravels too fast. And it's just this fucking ball that you don't want to deal with. That's him. Or oatmeal. Either one of those are inside his head. Harry Chilhanger, again, thank you. Trump, Magadon is coming. MAGA will rise. It has to. We thought, and we were right, in the 2020 election, the stakes were at their highest point, and they were until now, until 2024. Those will be the highest stakes in American history, probably in, I'd say, world history. The 2024 election is going to be the highest, the stakes are going to be higher than they've ever been in world history, because the shockwave of what happens here goes out around the whole world. There's countries looking at what we do like they're holding a lottery ticket and they're reading the numbers on TV right now. Staring, waiting, hoping. Am I going to win or am I going to lose? They're looking at us like we're the damn little white bouncy balls coming down and lining up to make the Powerball numbers, and there's a bar full of people standing there with their tickets. And they've gotten most of the numbers. There's 2 more numbers, and then they'll know if they've won or not, and we're getting close. The winning number is 2024. So far, they got the 2 and the 0. We're almost there. November, that's when they'll find out the next number. Will they get the next 2 that they need? All right, 202. Now all we need is that 4, and we win. Yeah, Tim Starr. He says all of our hearts will be beating hard as fuck that entire week. It will. Like it's gonna take years off of our life the week of that election. When you guys remember, just go back with me to 2016. Do you remember watching the mainstream mediocres? And I love when they lose. I love it. Okay, I love it. My wife, my kids, and then my love for the mainstream mediocres being sad and being wrong. I love it. It's like a sweet nectar on my lips. I grew up out in the country. I used to have honeysuckles, these beautiful orange little flowers, and you take out the middle and you taste it. It was sweet like honey. So delicious. Their demise is delicious. You remember that? You remember when they were saying Trump will never be president? Pelosi, all of them. Obama. Donald Trump will never be president. You can take that one to the bank. Did I say it right, Mike? All of those pieces of shit. He'll never win. He'll never win. There's no way Donald Trump is gonna win. No way. It's 100% that Hillary Clinton is gonna win. No way. I spit on Trump and his voters. There's no way those backward hillbilly sister fuckers will ever rule this country. And then they started coming in. Yes, he won this state and he won that state. Well, he still has to win Pennsylvania. He still has to win this. He still has to. Oh, shit. Okay, he just won it, but he still has to win this one. And he still. Oh, shit. Okay, he won that one too. The Young Turks. I was looking at all those sons of bitches on election day. And it was slowly but surely slipping from their grasp. And when those mealy-mouthed commie motherfuckers had to get on TV and say, the next president of the United States is Donald J. Trump. I bet those words burned coming out of their lips. It burned like they had a mouthful of holy water. That shit burned like acid on their tongues, saying that Trump was going to be the next president, and I loved it. They were so mad. Remember that sick, twisted, disgusting, old, childless wench? I don't remember what her name was, but she was on some show. She was like, ladies, get your abortions now. What a disgusting thing to say, you piece of filth. And then Hillary didn't want to come out. She sent one of her lackeys out there to say, well, Hillary's not going to be returning. Good night. And they all sat there crying. Crying. What the fuck are you crying for? He ain't your brother. He ain't your daddy. This is another citizen. What are you crying for? Oh, I loved it. I loved it. Those little sad bitches. None the miser, those damn Russians. Yeah, them and their $10 million he put into it. That was so funny. And the only thing, Spunbrain 65, Hillary was hot. She was so mad. She was back there throwing shit. If you were outside listening, it probably sounded like a chimpanzee going crazy in its cage. Mads, wasn't it? She said that was fucking awesome. It was wonderful. Go back and look at it after this, of course. Don't leave me. But go back and look at it. That shit, it was wonderful. And the only thing that can compare to that is for it to happen again. You guys been shitting on him since he left. And for him to come back, oh, how gorgeous would that be? And he could just walk in there, take his orange nuts out, and just put them on the podium. Ah, here you go. They're back. Here you go. Look at them. Look at it. They're beautiful. The most beautiful orange scrotum you've ever seen. Look at it. Touch it. Huh? It's heavy, like a loaded gun. Got some weight to it. They're back. Oh, my goodness. That would be so awesome. And it could be. Max Bing. Pritzker is a bloated tick. I agree. He's full as an Alabama tick. Ugh, you don't want to be around him though when he pops. Oh God. You could never wash that stench off you. Like a skunk. Remember my Rottweiler chewed up a skunk one time. Oh my goodness. In the garage. She cornered it in the garage. The whole house reeked like skunk. And I'm not talking about when you're driving, ew, someone hit a skunk. That's not what I'm talking about. When you are up close and personal, when my dog's face was dripping with skunk juice, when it's in that high of a concentrated form, it don't smell like that no more. Oh my goodness. Anybody ever had their dog sprayed with the damn skunk? It's not like when you drive by 200 yards away. I think somebody, no. Whew, that shit was horrible. But don't forget this, guys. Noble Gold CEO Colin Plume thinks quantitative tightening is going to set up the stage for a gold rally. In his interview with the National Desk, Plume said the tightening is pushing the dollar up. However, he predicts that by next year, the Fed will print money again to restart the economic activities. If you're looking at gold and silver right now, Noble Gold is giving a free gold American Eagle coin with every eligible IRA and 401k in September. You can't go wrong with Noble Gold. Call the team now, 877-646, or to find out more, visit noblegoldinvestments.com. That is noblegoldinvestments.com. Oh, one more. There we go. So, or I should say, also, let's how about this shit? Let's listen to what Wyclef Jean-Pierre had to say today. And it wasn't much. It was a lot of tail chasing. Like, maybe you have a dog that does that, or you've seen a video of a dog chasing his tail, like you're getting nauseous watching this dog chase its tail. It was some of that, and then it was just a bunch of and that's about it. Abby Matthews. No, JG, not Abby Normal. He was like, Igor, come here. What was the name on that brain that you brought me? Was it Hans Delbrick? He goes, it was Abby something. Abby Normal. I love that part. But that's the one movie my kids won't get into. I'm trying to get them to sit down and watch the whole thing. I'm like, you got to think this movie is funny. It's hilarious. Every time he says Faubrucha and the horse goes, Rear! I looked that shit up. It's because Faubrucha, I guess, is the German word for glue. Oh, man. When Igor told him, walk this way. And he walks down the stairs like with a hump and the cane, and he hands him the cane. Oh, shit. Okay. Anyway, here we go. Brian Shoemaker, again, thank you. He said, did you see that DJT predicted 9/11? I haven't seen that. He predicted a lot, but I didn't see that. No, I haven't. Terrible. Come on, I saw a few more. There we go. Ron Rodriguez, thank you for the Hamilton. Says, I wonder if Kamala sifted through those illegal immigrants looking for gray cotton candy. You know what? I'm sure she would, but unfortunately, the majority of those people coming up here are war-age men, so they're far too young for her taste. But if there were any in the group, you best believe she'll sniff it out like a fucking hound dog. She sniffed that shit out. Sorry. Wait a minute. 65. Oh, yes. Hasn't bathed in a couple days. Find him. But, Madam Vice President, find him. He's here. I can smell it. Like somebody with a knee injury. Ooh, it's getting cold. It's going to be rain. My knees tighten up. Kamala knows. Lord German Husbando, what up? Thank you. My grandfather also fought the Nazis on the British Army to become an American citizen. Well, look at that. You know, back when people used to earn things and it meant something to them. I know, I'm just being old-fashioned. But, you know, when you give somebody something and don't make them earn it, then they're not going to give a shit about it, right? I think. Fran Breedlove, thank you for the Hamilton. Wish it was more, but I swear you cracked me up. Thank you for you. Here's a beer for you. Thank you. It doesn't have to be more. I appreciate every penny that you guys send me. I don't care if it's $1, 100. I appreciate it because people work hard for their money. And for you to share some with me merely because of the things I say still blows my mind. So I appreciate it more than you'll ever know. Spunbearing 65, again, thank you for the Hamilton. He says, just saw the movie Head Office. A gal named Monica complained about Judge Reinhold totaling her dress. It was made in 1986. Bill stole it. I'm going to try that when I become president. I'm gonna leave some of me on her garments. He sure did. And then, but Hillary, remember the Hillary now, she talks all that believe all women shit. But when those ladies were coming after Bill, I didn't hear any of that. I think Larry Elder calls it nuts or sluts, where they discredit women like that and either say they're crazy, they're making it up, it's not true, or they try to prove that they have some kind of promiscuous past to make them look like a slut. Goldschlager, thank you. You're doing the Lord's work, Jericho. Thank you very much, Goldschlager. Appreciate it. Is that it? I think so. So let's check in on Wyclef Jean's cousin, the White House press secretary, who's having a tough day, guys. So try to be nice, dig deep. I know it's hard sometimes. Here we go.
But does the White House stand by those comments that the border is secure?
What we stand by is that we are doing everything that we can to make sure that that we follow the process that's been put forth. That's why we have historic funding to do just that, to make sure that to make sure that the folks that we encounter at the border be removed or expelled.
Republicans going on offense is talking about things that this has been the most based 24 hours in it, is talking about things that Americans care.
One more time. Here we go. Girl, what the fuck?
But does the White House stand by those comments that the border is secure?
What we stand by is that we are doing everything that we can to make sure that that we follow the process that's been put forth. That's why we have historic funding to do just that, to make sure that to make sure that the folks that we encounter at the border be removed.
See, when you're trying to come up with bullshit on the fly, sometimes it's tough. You know, sometimes that's all you can come up with. Was that not painful to watch or listen to, I should say, if you haven't seen the footage? That was painful to watch that poor lady drown every day. This water's too deep, girl. You got to get out of here. You need to go back to the kiddie pool. You need to put some floaties on and get your ass back in the water that only comes up to your kneecaps. Because it's 8, 9, 10 foot out here. It's too much. What did Benicio del Toro tell Johnny Depp in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas when he drank that adrenochrome? You took too much, man. You took too much. It's too deep. Corinne, get out of here. We haven't even gotten to the stormy season yet. It ain't even the midterms yet, girl. And your water's right here. Help! Help! Somebody throw her one of them life rings and lifesavers and donuts and get her out of here. Poor thing. You guys are going to sit there. All these reporters are going to sit in that room and just watch this poor lady drown every day. Ingrid De La Rosa, in 2 words. Dios mío. How you doing, you new American citizen, you? Congratulations. In case you guys don't know, if you weren't here last week, was it last week? Friday or something? Saturday? Ingrid was telling us that she just became an American citizen from the Dominican Republic, I believe, Ingrid. So I say to you again, welcome. Harry Chillhanger again, thank you. Just stop trying to sell us your donkey shit. Your donkey pox. I mean, what did they change the name to? Because I think the WHO wanted them to change the name because they didn't want to be disparaging to a certain community. Well, then tell that community to stop that shit. That poor thing, Corinne Wycliffe. She just sits up there every day struggling, guys, struggling, barely keeping up with the questions. Poor thing. Yeah, if I know you're watching, Corinne, stick to the truth. And I know you guys don't deal in that a lot. You guys don't traffic in the truth, and maybe you don't recognize it. But try to recognize it. Try to become familiar with it, and then stick with it. Okay? Stick with the truth. It'll serve you much better than this on-the-fly lying shit that you keep trying. My goodness. So, well, hydrate first, guys. Don't forget mygreengear.com, JerichoGreen.net. Do that. Randy, thank you. He says, that press secretary looked like that voodoo doll on the Trilogy of Terror. That's very rude, Randy, because she's here listening and she just heard you say that. Oh, boy. Thank you for that. I see somebody that said buffering. Am I freezing up? Not on my end. So maybe, hopefully it's just yours, not my computer. Yeah, the thumbnail. Was that TT? Yeah, I figured that worked. You know, Oprah, she's always giving shit out. And it's like, hey, you get an illegal. You get an illegal. Why not? They're passing them out. But I tell you one thing. Hold on. Robert Boycourt says, JG Left-Wing News even reported on how Trump wrote a book about it and named, excuse me, comments jumped. And named Osama bin Laden. Gotta watch it. Project Looking Glass, maybe. Okay, Project Looking Glass. I mean, and at the time, he wasn't in politics at all. So how did he know that? He knew that a regular citizen knew that? Come on, man. He's probably, he's traveling in those wealthy circles and shit. He hears about that stuff. All them billionaires, they probably know some of the same people and shit, or probably talk to some rich person who knew some politician or defense contract company owner or some shit like that. But yeah, I'll check that out. Florida Nature Lover David says, can't buy green gear if it don't say Jericho. I do have some stuff in there that says that, but I've expanded Florida Nature Lover David. I've expanded. And so yesterday I said I had an idea for merch, And I was looking in the comments and I saw Brian King B. Falcon pretty much said the same thing, that I should make t-shirts and stuff out of the quotes of Biden. So I actually did that. I had the same thought. I hit up my designer and she's going to send me some mock-ups, as they say in the business, some mock-ups. Then I'm going to check them out and try to get that shit printed up on merch, because the shit he says, it's funny, it's sad, it's fucking terrible, but it might give you a chuckle. And if you're ever feeling bad about yourself, just read one of his quotes and you're like, oh shit, I'm good. Keith Mireles says Jean-Pierre looks like Sideshow Bob. I remember that. What he worked for Krusty the Clown, right? My mom used to tell me, I don't want you watching that badass little boy Bart Simpson. I did, though, probably because my mom said, I don't want you doing that. Hey, Dino Mike, that's gross. He says, you get monkeypox. You get monkeypox. Oh, shit. Rick Zweig says, why only 65 likes, people? That's a good question, Rick. We have 757 people in here. I know we can get more than 65 likes. Just hit the like button. Reach over. That's it. Tap it. Reach over and tap it. You don't even have to use your whole finger. Just the tip. That's it. Oh, man. Anyway, so Bidenists, pervertists are grandpa in chief, Mr. Hey, this isn't the mall. Who's gonna drive you home tonight? I figured it's fitting for him to sing the Cars today. Oh, Wetworks 57 says 705 likes. Okay, that's more like it. Thank you. So I figure it's fitting to have Biden sing a song by the Cars, since he was in a car. Oh, I know. Biden behind the wheel, pull over, turn your vehicle off. Don't even look. Don't even make eye contact. He might swerve over and hit you. It's one of the most, I'd rather see an army of newly licensed 16-year-olds hit the street at the same time than one Biden behind the wheel. Because this guy, he goes to some, just saw a headline on New York Post. Martha's Vineyard in chaos after DeSantis ships migrants to liberal enclave. Yeah, it's called chaos, you dumbasses. When a bunch of illegals show up in your neighborhood. Yes, very chaotic. Have fun. So Biden, he was at like some Detroit auto show. Remember yesterday when he was sitting in the car in the front seat of a $100,000 Corvette Z06? Well, this must be same footage from that, or maybe he was there today. But there's this guy on YouTube, or I'm sorry, Instagram. I think his name's Daniel something. You might have seen it. He goes up to people and he goes to all these events with supercars and shit, you know, the McLarens and Ferraris and Bugattis and Lambos and all this shit. And he goes up to people and he says, they pull up and stop. Hey, what do you do for a living? It's a great idea. Some people, you know, oh, a hedge fund, or I sell these, or I started a business. And they always ask, what do you tell people out there trying to make it? And they'll say, hey, work hard or whatever. It's a really cool thing. You get to see cool cars. One lady, she had like a Maserati, a white Maserati with like tan interior. That shit was clean. She gets out probably like early 60s. And, you know, has her purse and shit. She's looking nice, living good. And he goes, excuse me. He's like, what do you do for a living? She goes, I'm married. Like she was thrown off. I'm married, dog. Get out of here. But it's really cool. It's pretty wholesome entertainment for what, you know, the internet is now. But he's there. And Biden pulls up. What an opportunity for you to ingratiate yourself to the younger viewers, the younger generation who are up on this kind of stuff and know who this guy is. You need all the help you can get, man. You're hurt, okay? And normally, like I said, he pulls up, hey, what do you do for a living? I do this, blah, blah, blah. But listen to what your grandpa in chief said.
Hey, excuse me. Your car is awesome. What do you do for a living?
Well, I'm married to Joe Biden, and I make sure we're making a lot more electric vehicles in America.
Oh, that's amazing. What kind of car is this?
It's a Cadillac.
Okay. And an electric vehicle at that.
That's exactly right, and it's quick.
That's awesome. Well, thank you
You
so
want
much.
to get in the back and come ride with me, but I'm going all the way to Washington here.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, man. See you guys. But I want to go to Washington.
What the fuck was that? He said, hey, and you can hear the guy, he tried to end it. Well, hey, thanks for like, hey, you can get in the back seat and come with you if you want. You're a little old for my taste, but you're still young and your skin is supple. What? He said, hey, what do you do for a living? I'm married to Joe Biden and Jill Biden, and I'm trying to make as many electric cars in America as I can. That's what you said? You idiot. Nobody briefed him on this. All right, sir. Hey, look at this video, sir, real quick. This is the guy when he comes up and says, what do you do for a living? Tell him what you do for a living. Now, I know being married to Jill is a job. It's probably a real chore, but that's not the job he wanted you to say. That's not what he wanted to hear from you. Oh, my goodness. That fool said, oh, well, I'm married to Joe Biden, and sometimes the oatmeal from my head leaks out of my ears. Thank you for that, James Gaines. He says the new hats are hot fire. They are. Check it out. mygreengear.com. I shit you not. Let's see that one more time. I'm not going to be the only one left with this.
Awesome. What do you do for a living?
Well, I'm married to Joe Biden, and I make sure we're making a lot more electric vehicles in America.
Oh, that's amazing. What kind of car is this?
It's a Cadillac.
Okay. And an electric vehicle at that.
That's exactly right, and it's quick.
That's awesome. Well, thank you
You
so
want to
much.
get in the back and come ride with me, but I'm going all the way to Washington here.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, man. See you guys.
Thank you, man. Bye, guys. Secret Service in the passenger seat next to him, and you know that dude's sitting there like, fuck, I'm going to be in this video. Why they got me in? That's the most dangerous assignment. You could send the president to a war zone, and it's nothing compared to sitting in the passenger seat with this old bastard. Because I wouldn't be surprised if he hit the gas pedal. Well, guys, how funny would that be? Oh, shit. How funny would that be if he hits the gas instead of the brake and just plows into one of those nice brand fucking cars? That would be the funniest shit ever. And would we be surprised? Not in the least. But it would be hilarious if he just, which one do I hit? Whoop. Oh, my God. We would laugh our asses off. And the rest of the world would start crying. They would fucking just bawl with sadness. Christopher Daly. Does he even know who he is? He doesn't know who he is, where he is, or when he is. He couldn't answer any of those questions. Sir, who are you? Where are you? When are you? Too much over his old head. You can hop in the back seat and drive with me if you like. Actually, I would have Secret Service take over and drive so that way I could join you in the back seat and touch that supple skin I was telling you about earlier. Oh, my goodness. And he just went, and just took off and crashed into the wall or some shit. Oh, man. That would be hilarious, guys. And that is one of the few bright spots in his reign, is that there's still time for him to do that. There is still time for him to do something that fucking crazy. Oh my goodness. Socrates Ken said Joe was throwing game, but that was new to him because normally the folks he throws game at are way older than that, younger than that. I mean, way younger. So it was, it was new waters for him. It was uncharted waters for him. Yeah, well, you're 20 something. That's okay. Maybe if I drink your blood, I could still get some nutrients. And which one is it? I don't know which model they rolled out for that one. Because you got the ears that are attached, detached, the forehead's different. I mean, unless they did like some $6 million man shit on him. They just when they decided to make him run for president, they probably took him to some South American doctor somewhere off the American media's radar and just totally just revamped him. Like, Queer Eye for the Straight guy on an apartment. Just house flipped his ass, replaced everything, tore him down to the studs, and then rebuilt him. Not stronger and faster and better like Steve Austin, but they rebuilt him. Swamp Fox 1732, cloning gone wrong. Very possible. Mad, same thing. They sent him to the cloning center. They did something with him. That's not the same Biden that we see from 2009 and 10 and before, who's clear, concise, sharp, said shit that we might have agreed with. Like he was totally the other way when it comes to very important issues. Don Zucksworth, I don't think he stopped by there. Don says a bionic brain. No, they didn't get to that. They ran out of funding. They're like, but we have to, his brain is the most important part. We don't got it. We ran out of money. Sew him up. Sir, there's nothing but a dead mouse in there. Sew him up. We don't have any more money. We got to go. Fuck. Can you believe this shit? We're going to have to sew up a dead mouse in his head and send him to America to run for president? Is this ethical? No. What was that? What's that reggae band? Ekin Mouse? His reggae band would be called Dead Mouse. Oh, man. Yeah, D. Heather Green used to have bags under his eyes. All this shit. You can see the stuff on there. They got all kinds of shit online with like split screen, the old him versus the new him, all the shit they've had done to him, his hair, his face and shit, but they did not get to the brain. They were like, man, I forgot something. I bet you the surgeon got home and they were like, oh, fuck. His brain. Shit. Honey, what's wrong? We had this idiot in there and we fixed his whole damn face and body and shit, and we forgot to give him a new brain. Damn it. Matt says the surgeon fucked up. Yeah, but he already got a Walther P32 behind his ear in a ditch somewhere. He's gone. He can never tell anybody what happened. That is some funny shit. Oh, yeah, Eka Mouse. That's Eka Mouse. Thank you, None the Miser. Gunshot a Cry. Great song. Gunshot a Cry. Well, Biden's new band is called Dead Mouse. Oh, man. Anyways, guys. So let's talk about this last thing. And I was thinking about doing a video on it on my YouTube, just uploading a regular video, but I have to play the audio because you have to hear this. You have to hear this filth. You have to hear this demonic garbage yourself. Me saying, reading the lyrics, it's not going to have the same bite to it. So you need to hear the shit yourself. And no bullshit. It's absolutely disgusting. It is horrible. It's filthy. But it's real. It is real. So this song is called BDF, Baby Daddy Free.
I'm BDF, nigga, baby daddy free. That mean I ain't got a nigga, baby, coming out of me. So I'm ABORTING on my way to the clinic. I forgot the plan B. Let's go. Bitch, I got murder on my mind. Let's go. Bitch, I got murder on my mind. Let's go. Yeah, bitch, I got murder on my mind. Let's go. Murder. Bitch, I got murder on my mind. I on the shelf, bitch, I'm outside with the team. All these bitches having babies, but that ain't finna be me. Said he wanna settle down, niggas selling all these dreams. He got 1 kid, 2 kid, 3 kid, 4, bitch, he cheaper by the...
Okay, that's all I can take. Baby daddy free. She said, that mean I don't have no nigga's baby up inside of me. She says aborting. Aborting is what she's saying. And in the background is a Planned Parenthood sign. This rotten bitch did her song, the video for her song, in front of a Planned Parenthood. And there's a clip where she looks like she's walking out like she already had her abortion, all happy and shit. And then while she's rapping, there's a disgusting hood rat who I'm sure is fighting chlamydia, who is twerking on the hood of a car. And of course, textbook gangster rap, there's, or whatever this trash is, there's Cash Money. You know, she got a bundle, probably her whole paycheck in ones. And she's like this, you know, I got all this money, making it rain on this slut who's twerking on the hood of this car. I mean, this is a song glorifying abortion. What? She's happy about having an abortion. Do you think this is this may be a product of every facet of entertainment, every facet of our society pushing this, calling it reproductive health care? You're doing a good thing when you do this for yourself. It's health care, it's self-care. It's just a clump of cells. My body, my choice. So it's okay that you let this dude go inside of your overused vagina. That's fine, but what comes from it is not. And you're going to happily skip to your loo into the local Planned Parenthood and have that baby snuffed out. And judging by the surrounding area, it wasn't an affluent part of town. I might even seen a chicken and waffle joint in the background. They always put it in the hood because business 101, you have to make your product easy to get to. It has to be easily accessible if you want people to use it or buy it. So you're going to put it where the customers are. You're not going to put it across town where the rich people are if you don't want the rich people to be the ones dying by the hundreds of thousands every year. You put it close to your customer base, which is the hood. She said, I got murder on my mind. So you know what it is, you hood rat. You filthy, diseased, wet hood rat. You ever see a rat get out of the water? How disgusting and sickly they look? That is horrible. That is a black woman championing the death of her people, future generations of people that unfortunately share her skin color. She said, I'll be aborting. And like Reagan said, it's funny how all the people who are pro-abortion have already been born. If only your mother would have felt this way. If only she felt this way. We wouldn't have you espousing this fucking filth. Would you be okay if your mom had an abortion? I know how we feel, but would you be okay with that if you were never born? That shit is sick, man. Your body, your choice, bitch. You didn't put that baby inside of you. You didn't have nothing in there until that man came and gave it to you. But all of a sudden, he's all done. We don't need him anymore. It's my choice. That shit is disgusting. That woman is disgusting. And that filthy bitch who was twerking behind her, miss, you are disgusting too. I hope whoever that car belongs to, they took it through the car wash 5 times to wash you off of it. Just disgusting. I've never heard anything like that before in my life. Should just sold the Planned Parenthood sign. Aborting. Wow. We have reached a new low as a society. We really have. That is just like, who would film that? Who would buy that? Shout out to Right Wing Angel. He even put up a thing where it showed the comment section, and there were people saying, "Yes, Queen. Where can I get this song? You ignorant sons of bitches. You dumbasses." These are the same ones pointing their gun into the camera on Instagram, live streaming their crimes. You stupid motherfuckers. We should have a hysterectomy squad, like special ops, and they go around just holding bitches like this down and giving them what we all need them to have. Because what kind of child do you think that filthy monster is going to raise if she can get off her abortion kick and actually have a baby? What kind of garbage do you think she's going to fill with that kid's mind? Her son would probably end up being one of these skinny jean wearing fucking weirdos waving guns around. Her daughter would be just like her, a filthy slut. That is just horrible, man. That song. We need to have a hysterectomy squad. And they just go around, we spot you, oh, we checked your social media, you're a hood rat. You can't have no more babies. You got a cursive, somebody's name in cursive on your titty. Out of here. Matt says, I want to see the lyrics. I'm sure you can find the transcript somewhere, but that shit is just disgusting. Yeah, Chip the Trip says, who do you think pushed that video and song? Follow the money. It's right there. There's a Planned Parenthood sign right behind her. Has Planned Parenthood denounced this video? Let's see. Because that's not what they do, right? They do mammograms and hand out condoms. That's what they say. Abortion is not the main part of their business. Okie Planned Parenthood denounces song. Let's see. Nope. Has stuff about celebrities who are against the Supreme Court's decision. Something about Kanye West over his abortion comments, but I don't see where Planned Parenthood denounces a song. I don't see shit about that. And if you're out there spreading misinformation about my business, well, I would certainly have something to say. You know, they got a media team. They can put out a press release. Planned Parenthood does not condone, blah, blah, blah. You know that mealy mouth corporate speak. They know what to do. Who is the artist? I didn't even see what this skank's name was. 1 second. Let's see. TNFW Neek. So TNFW Neek, Nique, is the rapper. She is 100% trash. I bet it smells like fish and chips on that video shoot. Them nasty scoundrels. Tattoos all over. Oh, you're disgusting. Hood rat tattoos. Long ass platinum blonde wig. Bitch, that ain't your hair. Why don't you stop being ashamed of yourself? The other one, too, got probably some Korean or Indian woman's hair on her damn head. You weirdo. Oh, there's a part where she's shaking her ass inside the car. Now you got to clean the interior. Smells like a box of fish left out on the dock overnight. Ew. Just disgusting. Disgusting. Ugh. Guys, I got to go cleanse myself after reading that fucking story or hearing that song. The Now says, I feel bad for your kids, JG. I don't know why. My kids ain't listening to that shit. My kids will never hear that song. They will never be in that environment. Hell no. There's no reason to worry about them. They will not be a part of that bullshit. Hell no. Man. If I ever walk past my kids' room and I hear them listening to some shit like that, I'm going to find out the fastest way to take a door off the hinges. I'll bust through that door like I got a warrant. Shit. Yeah, right. Oh, man, I swear I would. What? I would punch through the door and then grab the doorknob from the other side and open it, if that makes sense. That's how mad I would be. Shit. Oh, here's some good news. Mary Ann S. says Don Lemon, that greasy lip bitch, I added that part, show got canceled on CNN. Yeah, I saw that. So the new CEO, Chris Licht, that's what I'm going to call him. It's L, like L-I-C-H-T or something. Chris Licht, if that is his last name, you know he had a tough time in school. But they're moving. He's starting this new, his thing is to have a competitive morning show, like Good Morning America or shit like that. So he's moving Donna Lemon from nights, from his own show, to this morning show that they're creating with these two other people. So it's going to be like a panel, you know, or not a panel, but like, you know, 3 or 4 hosts of this morning show. So he's being taken from his own show and moved to the mornings. Because they're trying to restructure and fix that flaming turd that they made over there called CNN. I read an article and it showed the numbers. Oh, horrible. They're like they were in the top. I don't think they were in the top 25. I think they were number like 42. And I think the only show they had in the top 25 was Anderson Cooper. And he had like 600,000 viewers. When compared to Fox, they're in the millions, like 3 million, 4 million. So they ain't shit. So he's trying to save them. So he's shifting them all around. He's firing people and shit. So I love it. I love to see him flounder and fail and try to move shit around. What do they call that? Playing musical chairs on the Titanic. I love that shit. Lala HK, yeah, there's no way in hell my kids would ever hear some fucking garbage like that. And if they did, I would take their whatever is producing that music and I would shove it into the drywall. Like, yeah, Chip the Trip. I have more fans than CNN. But that would never happen. They say never say never. Yeah, I say never. That would never happen. Well, thank you for being the bigger person, Mary Ann S. Thank you again. She says, sorry, I was playing with his name. See? You see that, guys? That's how it goes. If you're playing, just apologize. Don't continue. I know how you guys can get. You guys get played in a second. But now says, I would be the same type dad, JG. Yeah, as long as you keep that mind frame, your kids will be fine when you do have them. Yeah, when you become a parent, you change, but not like that. You don't do a 180. You're still going to be who you are, but there will be some changes because, you know, you have some skin in the game now. You have someone that's going to be living in the future of this world, so you care about it. But if you got your head on straight now, you'll be fine. Kids are Stingray. See? I said Marianne S. She was apologizing for being play, and then Stingray is going to come in here with a whole pile of play. And he says Don Lemon is used to being on the bottom. Yes, he definitely looks like a catcher and not a pitcher. But kids are amplifiers. That's why I get so mad when people think that, oh, if we have a baby, it'll fix things. No, it won't. Kids are amplifiers. Okay, if your life is going good, kids will make it even better. If your life is bad, kids are going to make it worse. It's an added pressure. Good pressure that can make a diamond, or bad pressure that can make you shit your pants. Like if a kid jumps on your lap and you got to shit. Now you got a mess to clean up. So what kids do is they amplify. Things are great. Life is good. You're married. You're ready. Do it. You're not. Things are bad. No money or whatever. It ain't going to work. There you go. And let's see here. Darling USA to Petey. Thank you. Which party have many of the same traits: perverse sexual preferences and other indulgence of alcohol. Which party? Like political party? I don't know that one. I mean, them deviant weirdos in both parties for sure. If that's what you mean. But thank you. So yeah, guys, that's all I got today. That's all we got today. But I'm sure, like I said yesterday, some shit's gonna go down, and we're gonna be right here to talk about it. Thank you to everybody in the comments, your questions, comments, super chats, whatever. Being here, I thank you. Appreciate it. Hold on a second. Chip the Trip, how can we get hats like yours? A fan of mine named Mello from Brooklyn made these for me. I'll talk to him and see if see what we can do about having them made and selling them on mygreengear.com. I'll get back to you on that, man. Shoot me an email, Chip the Trip, JerichoGreen2018@gmail.com, so I can correspond and let you know how that's coming. Thank you guys for being here. I'll go here and hang out with the youngins. My daughter has swim tonight. Oh, yes, that daughter, the one who got Swimmer of the Year. Yes, her. She's back in the water. So that means my son and I are going to be home by ourselves, chilling. Can't wait to hear his day at school. He always says, I don't remember. What'd you do at school today? I don't remember. What do you mean you don't remember? Your mind will never be sharper than it is right now. What do you mean you don't remember? What was your favorite part? Recess. No, it wasn't. It's going to be fun. Can't wait. But say it with me, damn it. You know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net and mygreengear.com. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.